Hey everyone, it's Sarah, and today I have my Sephora VIB sale haul to share with you. I didn't pick up a whole bunch this time, just a few things here and there. I did put in 2 separate orders, but I'm just going to go ahead and combine it all, obviously, in just this one video. So let's go ahead and jump into it. So I'll start with the things that I ordered that I wanted before the sale even started, and then I will talk about the other items I ordered and kind of why I ordered those. So the first thing that I wanted to pick up during the sale were the Huda Beauty Obsession palettes, the new, the 5 different ones that came out. There were 3 different ones that I wanted this time. I'll start with the Ruby Obsession. So I did want the Ruby Obsessions, and so I went ahead and grabbed that. I'm gonna do individual videos on each one of these palettes and kind of do some looks with them. So I will swatch a few shades in each palette, but I'll go ahead and leave like the full swatch for the full videos on each one. So I'll go ahead and do, and I haven't even gotten into this one yet. This is what the palette looks like, sorry. This is the only shade that I've swatched so far. I haven't even really gotten into swatching these. Oh my goodness. I do have a couple of the first Huda Beauty, like the little mini palettes like this. I have the Smoky Obsessions as well as the, oh my goodness. Sorry, I have the Smoky Obsessions as well as the mauve. Sorry, that took me a second to remember which one I had. The mauve Obsession. So these are gorgeous. I love these mini Huda Beauty palettes. I just think they're so beautiful, and the price for the amount of product that you're getting in these is really pretty good, because even though these are little tiny products, the pan sizes, there's not a lot of space between these, and the pan sizes are quite large, and it would take a long time to get through one of these palettes. So I just love these little Obsession palettes, and I love the quality of these. So that was the first one that I picked up. The second one I picked up was the Amethyst Obsession, so the kind of pink one. Sorry, not pink, purple. I don't know where my brain is. The purple one. So this is what it looks like. And the only color I've swatched in this one is this shade here, and that is very much like the Makeup Geek Blacklight. It's that kind of iridescent purple with kind of a blue shift. It's really beautiful. I will say I think these really, really glittery shades are more of like a topper rather than an eyeshadow. I'm sure you could build it up, and you could probably definitely spray your brush with some water or some Fix Plus or something and foil these on, and probably get a true color like what you see in the pan. But I think that if you try to go in with like just one layer like a normal eyeshadow, that it may end up being a little sheer. Just from my experience with my one swatch, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So let me go ahead and it looks like there are 4 different finishes in this one. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch like the foil, the shimmer, and then a matte. So this is the kind of shimmer, this is the foiled one, and this is a matte. Okay, let's see. Golly, these are just beautiful. Really, really beautiful. I love the tones of purple that are in these that's in this palette. I just feel like they're really kind of unique. This is such a beautiful like orchid shade. So this is more of the metallic. This is, or the, sorry, shimmer. This is going to be more of the foiled kind of metallic one, and then this is a matte. So those are really, really gorgeous. I'm super excited to try these out. And like I say, I will be posting full videos on each one of these palettes. So, okay, and then the third one that I picked up, and I would have picked up all 5 if I could, but these were the three that I wanted the most. I eventually want to buy the Topaz Obsessions as well as the Sapphire Obsessions, but I had to have these three right off. So this is the Emerald Obsessions. This is the third one that I picked up. And they also all come with little mirrors, which I just think is great, and they're good mirrors. This is what the Emerald Obsessions looks like. Really, really beautiful. Again, you've got different finishes. You've got shimmers, mattes, as well as the kind of very foiled metallic shades. So, and the only one again that I've swatched in here is this one. I just wanted to see what these really glittery ones were going to be like. So let's do, here's kind of a shimmer. This is going to be very metallic, and then we'll do this kind of olivey matte. So shimmer, foil, matte. Gosh, they're beautiful. The green one was originally the one that I knew I had to have. The ruby and the amethyst for sure, but this palette, it just has some tones of green in it that I absolutely do not have in my collection. So really, really beautiful. I'm so excited to have gotten those. So those were the first things that went into my cart when the sale went live. So very, very excited about that. Okay, and then the other thing that I had to have that I've been waiting for was the little Becca macaroons little stack thing that they had, the little gift stack that they had. So this comes with 4 different highlighters. It comes with prismatic amethyst, which is this one. These do have little tiny baby mirrors in them. So this is prismatic amethyst. Go ahead and give you a swatch of that. Okay, prismatic amethyst. It also comes with vanilla quartz, which this one I was really excited to get my hands on because I've been kind of eyeballing this for a while, and when I saw that it was coming out in a mini in this little stack, I knew I had to have it. So this is vanilla quartz. So this one obviously has like a very purple shift to it. This one, but it's still very wearable. This one is kind of like a very light gold, and it has almost a pinkish undertone to it. So it's a little bit unique for a highlighter. And then it comes with rose quartz. I love rose quartz. That's what rose quartz looks like. And it's just a pink toned highlight. Really, really beautiful. I love the formula of Becca highlighters, especially on my skin. They just buff into the skin so beautifully, and they don't emphasize texture. Okay, and then the last one is opal. So here's opal. Okay. And that is opal. And that little set was $40 for 4 mini highlighters, which I think is a really great deal. And then with the 20% off, it was just, I was so excited to get it. So those are the, I think it was called the mini macaroon set from Becca. So yeah, super excited to have picked those up. And those products there were the original products. They were the only things that I really wanted to buy during the sale. I do most of my shopping at Ulta, I will be very honest, because I love Ulta's point system. I think it's just great. So yeah, I do go ahead and pick up most things from Ulta if I can, but Sephora, obviously the Huda palettes you had to get from Sephora, and that little stack of Becca highlighters was only at Sephora as well, so I waited for the sale to go ahead and pick those up. Okay, so this second batch of products I got was the second order that I put in, and if you watched my Get Ready With Me video or my Trying Out New Products video, I did mention that I had already placed my Sephora order, and then I went ahead and put in a second order because I watched Samantha Ravindal's Fall Favorites video. And every time she does a favorites video, there's going to be products that I feel like I have to have. She's never steers me wrong. I always love all the products that she recommends. They're always pretty unique. The only thing I hate about it is most of them are high-end and are pretty expensive. But these are the products that she had talked about that I felt like I had to have by the end of the video. So the first product is the Natasha Denona Face Glow Foundation. And I have heard her talk about this foundation a few different times, and I've had it on my loves list for a long time. Have wanted to pick it up, but just haven't before. And when knowing that the sale was going on, I just went ahead and grabbed it. So this I picked up in the shade 20. So this is what it looks like. It comes with a nice pump. And I love this packaging. It's just such an easy packaging for foundation. I love this foundation. I do use this in the video that I did with trying new products. This is what I have on my face today. It does offer just a massive amount of glow. If you are really into a luminous or glowy foundation, you would love this product. It feels like a moisturizer going on. It's got, I would say, like highlight to low medium coverage, so you're not going to get a ton of coverage out of this, but it's just a really beautiful foundation, very unique to my collection, even though most of the foundations in my collection are dewy or luminous type foundations. This is still just a very unique formula. I just love this, and so I totally understand why she keeps raving about this, and I'm really, really excited that I picked it up. So grabbed that, and then the next product that I picked up was this Marc Jacobs Sequins Glam Glitter Eyeshadow. So this is and I got mine, in the shade Topaz Flash. So this is a single eyeshadow, and I have to say, all of the single eyeshadows that I own just about are because I have watched favorites videos of hers, and I have felt like I needed them when after I watch them. This is no exception, same situation. These are just like the Tarte Paint Pots or the Hourglass Scattered Light Shadows that they just came out with. This is Topaz Flash. Really, really beautiful. Now I will say the biggest difference between this one and the others is that this one has a whole bunch of, I'm gonna spill it everywhere. This one has a whole bunch of different colored glitter in it. So it's in this really beautiful smoky bronze base, and I think that that's how they described it, was a smoky bronze. But then when you get it on, gosh, and these just go on like butter. It's got all of these different colored glitters in it. I'm gonna try to see if the camera can pick it up. And this one has like pink and purple and silver glitter running throughout, and the way these catch the light is just gorgeous. I have worn this. I wore this yesterday all day, and I had it on for about 10 hours. And I did put a primer on underneath, and it did last. The shadow lasted quite a long time. I did have to touch up right around the 9-hour mark. My daughter had a little event at school last night, and I did have to touch it up before I went. And I also will say that as it wears, it seems like the base color almost kind of fades away, and then you're just left with a lot of the shiny glitter, but it's not a bad thing. Like, it doesn't look bad. So, and I guess if you kind of look on this side, you can kind of see my skin through it. So you can see that the base color is quite sheer, I would say, like a very sheer formula. Over here where it's built up, you can see that you can get it kind of more opaque, but over here, it's a little bit sheer. Nevertheless, just a gorgeous, gorgeous shadow formula. And I'm really excited to have grabbed that. I feel like it was a pretty unique color as far as with all the different glitter colors running through it. So anyways, I grabbed that. And then the next two products that I grabbed are fragrance products. So in her favorites video, and in the past couple favorites videos that she's done, she has talked about this Atelier Cologne Vanilla Intense. I don't know. It's yeah, Vanilla Intense, I guess it would be. But I love Atelier Cologne, and I have had the Clementine California before, which I absolutely love. I have had the Sapphire, I think it's a Sapphire Oud, another beautiful perfume. This one I have not tried before, and she's always talking about how much she loves this perfume and that it's unique. And it is a beautiful, beautiful fragrance. So the first time I wore this, when I very first sprayed it on, it had kind of like a weird artificial smell to me, and I was not crazy about it after, like on first spray. However, after I wore this for an hour, 2 hours, when it really started to warm up to my skin, and you know, the different notes started coming out, this is a beautiful fragrance. And the longer you wear it, the more intense and beautiful it becomes. So it's just it smells expensive too. It's just, I don't get a lot of vanilla though. I will tell you, I don't smell a lot of vanilla in it. So for it to be called vanilla, like intense, I don't really get a lot of vanilla, but it's a warm, beautiful fall winter fragrance, and I'm really glad that I picked that up finally. Like I say, I've heard her talking about it for a good long while, and I just finally bit the bullet and picked it up. But I did just get the smaller kind of travel size because these perfumes are quite pricey, and I had not smelled it before, so I bought this sight unsmelled, I should say, and not disappointed at all. The second fragrance I picked up was is this fragrance by Replica called By the Fireplace. And I had actually had a sample of this before, and then when she did her favorites video and talked about it, it basically just reminded me that I wanted it, because I have had a sample of this before and I absolutely loved it. So I went ahead and picked up another, just kind of the little, it's not a roller ball, it is a sprayer, but about the size of a roller ball, and oh my gosh, this is one of the best fragrances. This smells like a sweet, it's sweet but smoky. It smells like a lived-in sweater that you've had like a sweet gourmand fragrance sprayed on, and then you put it back in your closet for like a month, and then you pulled it back out. It's kind of got that kind of a, if you know what I'm talking about. It's kind of got that kind of a fragrance to it. It's just lovely. I just love this perfume so much, and I'm so glad that I was reminded of it and that I picked it up. So anyways, those, oh no, I'm sorry. Let's talk about the samples I got real quick. I did get a couple of perfume samples. I got a Guerlain Shalimar fragrance sample, and which is horrendous. It is not good at all. It smelled so bad. And then I got another fragrance sample. I'm not totally sure which one. I can't remember off the top of my head. But other than that, I got this Tata Harper Regenerating Cleanser little packet. I've had this, a little packet of this before, and it's really nice. Tata Harper is one of the green brands at Sephora, so I really should look more into this skincare line, but it is quite pricey, so I have not bit the bullet and bought anything full size yet. The next thing I got is this Sephora Mud Mask Purifying and Mattifying. I got a little pot of this in my play box one month, and this is a really nice mask. So typically I don't like Sephora face products, Sephora brand face products I should say. A lot of them tend to break me out really badly, so I was really nervous to try this when I got it in my play box, but it actually is a very nice mask, and it helps a lot if you're dealing with some breakouts or, you know, spots or anything like that. This is really great for that. So This will dry your skin out though, so I would say go in with some heavy moisturizer after you use this, but this is a really nice mask. And then the last thing I got is this Diva Curl Melt into Moisture Matcha Butter Conditioning Mask. So this is for curly hair. I have very wavy hair. And actually some of the underneath part is quite curly, but most of it's just very wavy, and it's sort of fine, but I have very strange hair. It's sort of fine, but really textured and quite thick. So I was really excited to get this because I think this will work really nicely on my hair. So anyways, those are all of the products that I picked up during the Sephora VIB sale last weekend. I probably am not going to pick anything else up for the rest of this year, or until probably Black Friday. I should not say for the rest of this year, but until Black Friday, I will probably not pick anything else up from Sephora. But anyways, I do hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. If you have not yet subscribed, please do, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.